We'll now do mirror ray problem number 2. And in these problems, what we have to do is we have to find the image of the object. The object in this case is given as the arrow right here. And we want to find exactly where the tip of the arrow is pointing versus where it is on the image. So to do that, we need to start with our 3 principal rays that we can draw. And the first ray is going to be parallel to the axis. And this ray, drawn parallel to the axis, will reflect off, reflects through focus. So we take this ray and we're going to reflect it back through the focal point. Now if you notice, there are 2 lines on here that are not labeled, and these 2 little dashed lines, the ones closest to the mirror is going to be the focal point. The one further away is the center of curvature, and as we discussed in class, the focal point for a spherical mirror is 1/2 the distance from the mirror as the center of curvature. So that's our first reflected ray. So this will be ray number 1. Now our second ray that we're going to draw is going to be a ray through the focal point So we draw a ray through the focal point, and when we do that, it'll be a ray here. And that ray will reflects parallel to principal axis. So now we draw this ray, so it's reflecting off parallel to the principal axis. And we have it right there. Now where these two intersect, this is your second ray with your first ray. Where these two intersect, this should be where our object, I'll draw a reflected image, I should say, will appear, which is right about there. Now to check this, there's one more ray we can draw, and the third ray we can draw will be a ray through center curvature reflects back on itself. In other words, a ray through the center of curvature naturally has to be perpendicular to the surface, which if we know angle of incidence equals angle of reflection, should in fact reflect back on itself. So you'll see that all three meet at this point here, and since I've taken all the rays from the tip of the arrow here, that must be the image of that ray. So this will be ray number 3 right here, and this is in fact our answer.